Hi friends, today in this session I am going to discuss Wipro interview questions. Previously I have attended the Wipro, they asked the questions in iOS. So let's start. What are the OOPS concepts? Again second question, what is singleton clause and syntax? Difference between iflet and godlet. So fourth question is, what is techniques in iOS to secure our API calls? So on fifth question, how can I can call a multiple APIs simultaneously? Yes, we can prove it. And tell me steps for this. How Arc works in iOS? Okay. Second, seventh question. How to create a return cycle and how to solve this? Eighth question. Difference between weak and unknown. Ninth question. What is difference between class and struct? So, and tenth question is what is app sizzling? So let's start. What are the OOPS concepts in iOS? So the according to the OOPS means object-oriented programming language. So what are the OOPS concepts? Like inheritance, encapsulation, data abstraction, polymorphism, override, and overload. So okay, inheritance means like creating a property. Creating a class that from another class we can access it. So creating a property from one class to another class. Okay. What is encapsulation? For the encapsulation is to find the to bind the data. Like keep the both safe from outer side. Like interface and misuses. So data encapsulation is benefit for data handling. So data encapsulation is a mechanism of binding the data and the function that use them. Okay. Again, I will say encapsulation is the binding the data and the functions together, keep the both are safe from outside, like interface and messages. But the data encapsulation is benefit for data binding purpose. So encapsulation is a mechanism for binding the data and the functions that can be use them. What is data abstraction? So it is a mechanism for exposing only the interface and hiding the implementation details for the user. So what is polymorphism? Polymorphism is a difference. Processing depends on the type. The method to be invoked is determined at runtime based on the type of object. Like it is like override and overloading. Example I will say override means different class same method name with signatures like parameters. It is it is also called as runtime or dynamic polymorphism. What is overload? Same class, method name is same, and with different parameters. It is called as a compile time run, compile time or static polymorphism. What is singleton? It is in singleton as only one instant class that can be accessed like a global class. So anywhere we can use in the this code in our entire project. So example I am giving the example I am giving the import of UI kit. Final class. Final is it's a class. Global of data is a class name for that is created by subclass of NS object. So I am giving the static set instance global data, and we are accessing the private initiating the memory. Alloc init method and function with the FO. So I am using like global global data class dot shared instant dot FO function name. So I am using this function FO function in another classes also. So next, what is difference between iflet and got statement? According to the got statement is used to transfer a program control unit for control for out of the scope if one or more condition are not be met. Uh, according to the many condition in God statement must be type of boolean type or type of budget to boolean value. So this condition can also to be a optional binding declaration method. So this is for God statement example for that. If the condition is true, it will be have the data in name. Else it is a false condition, it will goes to the return statement. Okay. If let it is also popular for the optional binding purpose. So for accessing the optional by object, so we can use like if let. This is example for if let if let room count equal to optional value. So if it is a condition is true, it will goes to the print statement of room count is available. Else it is a condition is failed, it will goes to the print condition is nil value if you use the if let condition. Okay. So how I can call 6 API simultaneously? What are the steps for this? So we can call 6 APIs at a simultaneously. So by using the dispatch groups. So dispatch group we can use a track of multiple asynchronous tasks. So I am creating a dispatch group object by using, and I am assigning the 6 URLs in array format. So let URL arrays, and making the HTTP request in parallelly. So when we task started by group entry, and when task is ended by the group level. Okay. Always we are sure making calling a group leave when the task is completed simultaneously. Okay. From the for loop I am giving the array in arrays, array list of array. So entering the group enter means we are entering into the group calling. So get URL of, I am passing the URL from there, and data is if data is available, it will be print the data. In case of any error, any error, we will get the error message in errors. So after the calling the API is success, then the group will be leave first API. So simultaneously second API, same the process for this. We can call six or more simultaneously by using the GCD. Okay. When all task is completed, the dispatch group is trigger a callback function, main.queue. Okay. This is for configuration of callback function group dot notify of queue dot main requesting the completed is request completed. Okay. How arcs work in iOS? Arc means automatic reference count. According to the arc means automatically free up memory used by a class when instant is not stored as a reference. So reference is counting is applied only for the instant class only, instance of classes like structures and enumerations are a value type. So not it is not stored and it is passed by a reference. Okay. And they are stored on a stack. How to solve arc? Okay, sorry, that's how arcs work in iOS. How to create a return cycle and how it is solved. According to the A is a return cycle for a loop of when a object A returns to the object B, and object B is returns to the A. In this situation, if either object is released, so okay, example like object A is won't deallocated the because object B holds a reference to a count of less than 0, and if object B won't ever be deallocated as a long as a object A as a reference to it, okay, returns the less than symbol. But object A will never deallocated the because object B holds the reference to it. Okay. Till infinity, these are the method for creating. So there are two methods to solve the solution. Okay, we use a weak pointer to the parent, and the child should be a weak, I mean a reference to the parent, so it is not a retained. If you close the method to the break, I mean it returns the cycle. In simple case, I mean considering the two objects like A and B, where A creates and B returns. So, okay, difference between weak and unwound. The two difference between, like I mean weak and unwound methods is, like I mean weak is a optional, and unwound means it is a non-optional method. By declaring of a weak, we will get a handle to case, it may be might be nil inside the closure at a same time. Okay, if you declare the weak point, when we closure will be nil inside the at the same point for the closure. If you try, I mean access for unbound variable, that may be happens to the nil, it will be crash while the program at a runtime error. So unbound method, when we are passing a positive that variable, it always be around to the closure. Okay, that is main difference between weak and unbound method. Okay, difference between class and struct, I mean struct or structure. So according to the structure, it is a value type, but in class is a reference type. I mean for the struct method, it is object is created on the stack memory, and for the class it may be created into the heap memory. I will give the example for the heap memory and stock memory. Okay, what is mean by heap memory and what is mean by stack memory. So heap memory is a large pool of memory form, which I mean when the statement are requested to dynamically allocated the block of memory. So it does not support the inheritance type for the structure. I mean for the class it can be support the inheritance type. For the structure, I mean we cannot initialize the directly for the variable, but in the class we can be initialized directly for the variable. So it can be have only a parameterized constructor. I mean it have only the types of constructor and destructor. So what is app sizzling? For app sizzling is the process for creating and delivering the variant of the app bundle for the different device specifications. Okay, these are the Wipro interview questions I have shared. Previous day I have discussed, like I mean TCS interview question. I will be share link in the video description link. So please subscribe to my channel.